It's the third meeting of the season and a battle for Eastern Conference supremacy as the Winnipeg Ice and the Moose Jaw Warriors open up 6 periods of hockey. In regulation time in his last 11 starts. Zach Benson trying to force it through. He's down. Chance for Zalati. Benson, he scores! Plays it along the sidewall. 2.5 minutes in. Korzak to Alari. Wires it off the mask of Hauser. Puck is there. They score! Atlee Calvert picked up the rebound, and it's a 1-goal hockey game. Warriors have it. Dalheniuk was a member of that championship team in Edmonton a year ago. Puck in front, he scores! Martin Rysavy was left all alone in front. Daniel Hauser had absolutely no chance. And with 3:10 to go, it's a 2-2 hockey game. Outside wide right on Benson, he does. Firkus in front, leaves it back. Korzak is shot, blocked by Zalati. And coming out to hold on to it is Daniel Hauser. In the first 30 seconds, Moose Jaw has the best chance. Now Ostapchuk gets by one man. Ostapchuk driving in wide right wing. Played it off in front. McLennan, what a save! Great save by Connor Unger getting cross ice. It's a 2-on-1 Warriors. Matejchuk across the ice line. Over in front. Korzak is shot. Another save by Hauser. He'll go wide right. Savoy then slows it down, cuts back to the middle. Savoy scores! And he'll find the puck at center, right through the middle. Ferguson comes right to a stop. Hauser denied him. It's a done deal. 65 minutes was not enough last night. Winnipeg needed 3 rounds of a shootout to knock out the Warriors. And in across the Warrior line, they'll set it up. Here's Savoy, top of the right circle. McLennan waits. Over in front, Benson, low chance in front, he scores! Line, the captain will hang on to it. Couple of shorthanded goals tonight, he had one of them, and it's a done deal. Mason Bulpitt picks up his second career Western Hockey League shutout.
Last week saw the Moose Jaw Warriors reach some big highs, but also hit a bump in the road against 2 very tough opponents. After a week to rest up, the squad is ready to go for a 2-game weekend homestand. Hello, I'm Marc Smith, and welcome back into the hangar for tonight's Friday night showdown between the Warriors and Brandon Wheat Kings here on IKS Media Warriors Live. Last week was a big one for the Warriors. They picked up a home-and-home sweep against the Saskatoon Blades and then gave the Winnipeg Ice everything they could handle in a shootout loss last Saturday. The week ended with a tough loss on Sunday in Winnipeg, but that was a big step for the Warriors. Now, Moose Jaw prepares to take on 2 teams that have given them some issues this season, starting with the Wheat Kings tonight. Moose Jaw is 2-2 against Brandon this season, but 0-1 here in Moose Jaw after a lopsided loss at the end of December. Brandon is 5-4-1 in their last 10 games, so they will be a tough test for the Warriors here tonight. The Warriors will look to solidify their positioning near the top of the Eastern Conference as they continue through the final 2 months of the regular season and exercise some demons against the Wheat Kings tonight. For more on tonight's matchup, let's head down to the Warriors locker room where I caught up with head coach Marc O'Leary. Speaking with Moose Jaw Warriors head coach Marc O'Leary before tonight's game against the Brandon Wheat Kings, first home game in over a week. How nice is it to be back here and have a week of practice going into this game?
Yeah, I think that's the key, to have a little bit of practice time. We took advantage of the week, a little bit extra rest, but thought we had a real good week of practice. Got the guys back in the gym, just back to normal here.
Coming off the weekend, it was a good week overall, but maybe not the end that you guys were hoping for in Winnipeg?
Yeah, I think the first step was to get that bad taste out of our mouth and what it's been like playing in Winnipeg. I thought we did that. I thought we deserved to win actually the first game, but we took a step back in the second one. But there's lots to clean up. Again, this week the points are still as important this week as they were last.
What's the lesson coming out of those 2 games in Winnipeg?
Well, how good those teams are. it's one thing to do it on one night, but we get into playoff time, they're back-to-backs all over the place. So we got to be able to sustain that energy and that commitment to check, and that's what we're working on right now.
Yeah, you mentioned back-to-backs. That's coming up this weekend here at home against two teams that have given you guys a little bit of trouble this season. What's going to be the focus going into Brandon and Winnipeg, or Medicine Hat?
Well, it's always about us. I think it's the same details that we talk about all the time. Our play without the puck. We like our team with the puck. The skills there. It'll be there in the end, but it's always work-based. We have to start. It's the work we do to get the puck back. Whether we're playing Brandon, Medicine Hat, two teams that work hard. They have enough skill to capitalize, and they've shown that against us. But our work without the puck will be the focus here this week.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks again to Coach O'Leary for joining us here on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll hear from Warriors forward Ryder Korzak, get his thoughts on how last week went and what the team needs to do to have success this weekend. That's coming up next here on IKS Media Warriors Live.
Is it time to take your event online? Bring it to IKS Live. We've got a fully customized virtual event platform with remote guest support for your next fundraiser, talk show, conference, performance, and more. IKS Live offers live streaming to Facebook Live and YouTube and pre-recorded capabilities, both in our studio with green screen available and on location with pre-production and post-production services. Visit us at ikslive.ca.
The Warriors kick off a two-game homestand here in the hangar before heading out on the road next week. They open up against the Brandon Wheat Kings here tonight. And for more on tonight's matchup, let's head down to the Warriors locker room where I had a chance to speak with forward Ryder Korzak. Speaking with Moose Jaw Warriors forward Ryder Korzak before tonight's game against the Brandon Wheat Kings, let's talk about last weekend. You guys put together a good game Saturday, but tough one Sunday. What do you learn from those two games against Winnipeg?
I think we're going to learn that we can play right there. Honestly, I thought we played really good Saturday. Honestly, thought we should have deserved to win. Our goalie made some key saves there. Shootout, we got to score, so it's heads or tails there. So Sunday obviously wasn't very good. Just off the gas there, but we got back to practice here, and we're feeling comfortable for this weekend.
Yeah, it's been a busy stretch since you've joined the team, really. How nice was it to get a week of practice in this week?
Yeah, it was for sure. It was nice. I mean, we've been busy last January, so just getting a little bit of practice, a little bit of off days, so we'll be well rested for this weekend. For sure.
Brandon coming in tonight, and then Medicine Hat tomorrow. These are two teams that you guys have had ups and downs against this season. What do you have to do to have success this weekend?
Just stick to our game. I mean, we gotta come out flying. We can't be complacent. They're gonna come out flying. They want the 2 points too. So should be a good game.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks to Ryder Korzak for joining us here on the pregame show. I talked to both Korzak and head coach Marc O'Leary about the rest the Warriors got this week. They played 11 games in the 18 days to start 2023, winning 6 of those games and collecting points in all but 2. But it's been a busy stretch, so you could tell the team was happy to have this week here at home to get rested up and then play a couple of home games before heading back out on the road. Let's take a look at the starting lineups, and we'll start with the Moose Jaw Warriors here tonight, who will have 20-year-old netminder Connor Unger back between the pipes. Unger has been outstanding this season. In 34 appearances, he's 23-6-0-3 with a .268 goals against average and a .922 save percentage, among the league leaders in all of those categories so far this season. On the back end, the steady duo of Logan Dauheniuk and Denton Matejchuk, they have been together for most of the past month, as since Dauheniuk came over in a trade with Edmonton. Matejchuk 6 goals, 45 points for the Warriors captain this season. Dauheniuk a goal and 17 points on the year with the Warriors and the Oil Kings. Up front, a bit of a different look for the Warriors here tonight. Atlee Calvert moves on to the wing with Braden Yager and Jagger Firkus. These are the top 3 scorers on the Warriors. Yager has 20 goals, 54 points on the year. Firkus, 23 goals, a team-high 57 points, while Calvert has a team-high 26 goals and 51 points so far this season. So that will be a dangerous line for the Warriors here in this one. Moving over to the Brandon Wheat Kings, they will start Carson Bjarnson. You saw him in the top prospects game earlier this week. He gets the start here tonight in Moose Jaw. 33 games this season, has a 17-13-2 record with a .284 goals against average and a .913 save percentage for the 17-year-old goaltender. On the back end, it'll be Logan Hammett, 2 goals, 10 points so far this season, and Luke Shipley, 8 goals, 23 points on the year for that defenseman for the Wheat Kings. Up front, Nate Danielson also played in the top prospects game against Braden Yager and Jackson Unger. He is going to center the line. He's the leading scorer on the Wheat Kings, I should say. 23 goals, 56 points. He'll center a line with Dawson Pasternak, who was acquired from Portland at the trade deadline. He has 6 goals, 20 points this season, a goal and 3 points in 6 games since joining the Wheat Kings for the Winnipeg product. The other wing will be Nolan Flaman. He has 6 goals, 20 points so far this season from Saskatoon. So that's how the Wheat Kings are lining up. Warriors also looking to bounce back after the couple of losses in Winnipeg and get a win on home ice against the Brandon Wheat Kings. These two East Division rivals, you know, it will be a tough battle here in this one tonight. The Warriors also looking to get a little bit of a revenge after the way the last home game here against Brandon went back on December 30th, where Brandon took laid a little bit of a beating on the Warriors in that one. So Moose Jaw definitely looking to rebound from that one. It'll be nice to see how they respond here on home ice. Well-rested team, which will be nice to see as well. So it should be a fun night. Thank you for tuning in to our pregame show on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. If you're watching on any of those 3 streaming services, you can head over to CHL TVA at watch.chl.ca to tune in to all the action, or tune in on Country 100 as James Gallo and Derek Klutzel will have all the action. We'll be back with the post-game show where we'll have full reaction from the Warriors locker room. But now let's head down to ice level where pregame ceremonies are about to get underway.